Jeremiah Blockhouse with Wisconsin Historical Fencing Association. I'm here with Eric White from the New Jersey Historical Fencing Association. Wanted to take just 5 minutes to talk to you about a fundamental thing in wrestling. A lot of times when we see wrestling, we see people who just think we're going to be strong and we're going to go in and grab each other and start going really hard this way, and we get this grip where both of our hands are approximately the same distance out. I want to advocate to you that from our good wrestling stance, we also extend and retract unevenly. So now I functionally, if I'm using parts of a sword, I have a weak out here and a strong back here. Because when I bring something closer to my body, I now control it more. I also have this out here for when he starts to make a move, I now have that as a sensory adaptation. So I start to take in information from my more extended arm. This is really important for wrestling. As we get in here, now I start to feel how he moves. And the directions he's going to take will allow me to get a lock in when I need to by taking in all of the data from this. So that extension allows us to take in more information and perform the art better.
Pause for edit.
Ready? Keying off of that concept of an extended arm that helps us with wrestling, we remember that that is also going to help us when it comes to rondel fighting. I'm now going to extend this arm, and this becomes a sensory perception for me. So even though we're not in super ringing orientation right now or measure, as I have this arm out, if he begins his attack, I can post and respond properly. I can use this, the amount of distance traveled, excellent. The amount of distance this hand has to travel is very small, but it's helping me take information in so that I can respond appropriately to it. It's interesting, I believe we do see this in the manuals with this hand out here, and in modern knife fighting we still see this type of orientation, except the hand moves to here. So I still have an extended forehand so that I can cut and stab as needed. So the orientation of the hand palm out or palm in, either one, doesn't really matter. With the cutting weapon, I'll use the palm in a bit more to protect the things that are important for my hand right here. With the thrusting dagger, I can put the hand out more so that I can, with that inverted hand, take and strip and do what I need to from there. So allowing ranges even in unarmed or shortened weapons is going to be extremely important for your performance.
Another component of this with the dagger is if you understand the arm's supposed to be out in front, this is where you start to initiate the wrestling. Oftentimes in dagger free play or dagger sparring, we enter this, what I like to describe as essentially like this viper strike mode, where we're just trying to quickly stab the other one, and this is not what we see in the fencing manuals at all. Dagger is just another application of wrestling, period. So our hands are out, and this is how we're now going to engage here. And now his hand's going to engage mine. And now you can see the wrestling. Yeah, that was gorgeous. The wrestling is exactly the same thing. So dagger requires the same fundamentals. Hand out, we're going to use this to feel. Here's the wrestling moves, and he throws, all come from that. And that's exactly why you don't want to be in the position where you have your hand back and you're just trying to strike the other person quickly, because if he switches, let's say I keep the viper strike mentality and he switches to a wrestling mentality, this is where I'm in trouble, because I'm not mentally thinking of wrestling, thank you, which is exactly what dagger is. It's wrestling.